Punk unicorns, we're here to stay, living our lives in our own way. Mama K and Nikki B, we're here to slay, tearing down walls we don't play. Gay man, be a woman, we're all one. Eccentric and wild, we're never done. Garage gods of filth and blasphemy. We're the punk unicorn family. Give us a hug, we'll give you a laugh. It's the Punk Unicorns Podcast. Mama K and Nikki B, we're a blast. Join us and you'll have a blast.
We don't do that no more.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
We have intro music now,
That's right.
bitches. I forgot all about it.
Yeah, so our song's gonna be at the beginning. It's gonna be, I can't even remember it anymore, but it's a banger. It's totally synthwave. Totally synthwave.
Yes. And I had an idea that we should cut it in half. Like the first part be at the beginning and then the last be at the end of it.
Oh, I like that.
You know where I'm talking about? Like in the middle?
I do.
Right down the crack. Speaking of right down the crack, this ass crack has been on vacation.
I was on vacation for 12 days!
Jordan's just getting home. My son's just now getting home from work. Now, please don't be concerned when he walks past, because he looks like Santa Claus. Santa Claus will be plenty fat by Christmas. I promise.
Yeah.
Ain't that right, Santa? Come stand right here and just let everybody know Santa will be fat by Christmas.
If you were wondering where all the semaglutide went, right here.
And there we go.
Yeah.
So, yes, that is my son, Jordan. He is 27. Well, he's actually almost 28 years.
I know. Can you guys believe she's old enough to have...
He's not even my oldest one.
She has one over 30.
30 and some months, yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, so anyway, tell us about Florida, Nikki B.
Oh, we had a blast. So, we sat on the synthwave porch. We watched 1,000,001 movies. We had lots of fun time. And we ate lots of really good food.
You took a walk in the forest.
The jungle.
I'm sorry, you took a walk in the jungle.
Not in the forest. Like, there was alligators and manatees and Native Americans and
turtles. The turtles. That turtle was so large.
And it's also like a portal. You know the woods that are in all the Stephen King books? Like, where they find the Tommyknockers and a million other things?
The Nami Talkers, yep.
Well, this particular forest is just like that. It exists in all timelines and all dimensions. We'd be running into the weirdest people. Trails disappear and come back. Like, whole things we remember seeing are just not there anymore. Like, it's a weird place.
Nikki B.
We also saw a possible flasher that fit the description of a local flasher, but we think because I was with her,
it didn't flash.
That it didn't, because it would have scared
like a trench coat guy?
Yeah, like it would have scared the shit out of our reaction.
Who wears a trench coat in Florida? So you were probably right about that.
Right, we both got the like third eye vibe. We were like, oh my god. I was like, that's that guy you were telling me about earlier. And then she's like, actually, he fits the description perfectly. That's scary, you know, right? Oh, and we had Thanksgiving birthday dinner.
How was that? What'd you have?
We had turkey and stuffing and a lot of deviled eggs for just 4 people, which was wonderful, and that's how it should always be. When we make deviled eggs, it's 3 eggs, so that means 6 deviled eggs
per person.
Per person. They will get eaten. It's never too many.
No, I also made this. Well, so did you partake in any Florida greeneries down there?
I did.
How was that?
Wonderful. So the thing about Florida,
that was local Mary J.
Yeah, it was much lower THC than Ohio people are used to.
Yeah, we've got some grande percentages.
Right. You know what the highest was that I had down there?
What?
24.
Ooh.
Almost everything that I had was around 15 to 17.
That's a starting point for us.
Yeah. Well, that's my soft zone here in Ohio, but I don't like to go lower than that. Some of the stuff I had was 14 or 15, but had the same terp count as that high THC does up here. So I was still having a fabulous buzz.
That's good. That's good. I wondered.
It's a lot more about terps for me and the CBD.
And you had to be in Australia for a short time for the airports.
Yes, and then let me tell you, the Australian airport was absolutely the finest airport in North America. The TSA don't make you feel dirty when they check under your fupa because it sets off the alarm.
What did you have there? What was under there that was setting it off?
My fupa. The actual fat of my apron from where I've lost so much weight.
Oh, they thought you was hobbering something.
Right, so it hangs over my fupa.
Oh.
And my fupa set it off. So I be trying to put my arms as high up as I can to lift my burr up. Yeah.
Did you have to turn your head and cough?
Yeah, because they always make you look at the fucking camera. Like, they make you look at it like, you see that spot there? You got anything you want to say right now?
Yes, bitch. Bend me over.
And when they say that, I'm like, yeah, it's my fupa.
Furpa.
And then they try not to laugh when I say that.
Fupa-doopa-doo.
But it kind of like, I laugh, like that. And then it is my fupa, and they're like, oh, he wasn't lying. So it's the Star Trek one. It's the one where you put your arms up and it spins around you.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, I know what you're talking about.
I hate that one. They only let little old ladies walk through the old fucking one now. It's like, if you anybody else other than an old lady, you going through the Star Trek one.
You going through the Star Trek. Do you like my patchouli smelling incense? Do you
I do.
smell it?
I noticed it when I stood over there for a second. I love it.
Yeah, there's a nail hole in my doorway, and I just kind of put it there.
And then let it burn.
Let it burn and waft into
Waft.
Now, I usually don't like patchouli, but my husband likes patchouli. But this is a very not...
I like patchouli.
Usually when I smell it, the scent, it makes me lose my breath. It's very, very overbearing of a scent for me. But this particular one, and I'm not getting paid for this, but I'll go ahead and talk about it. I mean, if they want to send me a fucking check later, I mean, I guess I'll take it. No less than $1,000.
I think I've had that one before.
Yes, this is the Better Homes and Gardens from the Walmart.
I think it's also available at Maya.
Could be not. Who's saying?
And it used to be available at the Kmart's when that was around.
Oh, yeah, it's a good old Kmart's. So yeah, this is what I got burning right now, and then so
we had one of those those incenses that are in a tower of mason jars.
Mm-hmm.
At all the hippie stores, that's
yes.
like something berry. We got a bunch of those, like 30 of those. Can I tell you that, in several of my lifetimes, frankincense and myrrh have always been one of my favorite scents. And I'm so glad that it has made it up to the current modern era because it's sexy. Even though the Catholics have ruined it by trying to make it their own, it's still one of the greatest. Maybe you're the second
coming of Jesus because he had some stuff like that back in the day.
He did.
Frankenstein and myrrh.
Frankincense and myrrh. And then my third thing would be oud, the O-U-D, agar wood.
Okay, I don't know what that is.
It's the most popular scent on planet Earth besides Nag Champa and patchouli.
So, what I was unaware of is the existence, well, I knew it existed, but I guess I never knew, I never smelled it, and I hope I'm pronouncing it right, anise oil? Anise,
I always just said anise. I have no idea.
I don't know how you pronounce it.
I don't either.
Do you know what it smells like? It smells like black licorice.
Black licorice, yeah, it's what Jaeger tastes like.
And I didn't know. And so I took some of that and put it in some, I boil my water, my mop water when I mop, and I put some in there. Child, you want to talk about how, I'm telling you, I wanted to poke a hole in the floor and screw my whole house.
That's hot. You should have had someone bend you over on the floor. Like macaroni and cheese in a pot.
I mean...
Except it
nobody was
like
here that day.
Jägermeister and cheese in a pot.
Nobody was here to do my bidding that day. So I just sat here and enjoyed the smell of black licorice on my floors.
Oh, it's so
but yes,
better than
it
lemon.
was so... It did. It smelled so good. So anyway, while you were in Florida, all hell was breaking loose in my neck of the woods. My daughter-in-law got a tummy ache and ended up having emergency gallbladder removal surgery.
Blessed be.
And she's like me where she carries her weight in her stomach. So when you have surgery on your stomach and you carry your weight in your stomach, it's going to hurt a lot worse. Your pain's going to be a lot worse. So she couldn't do anything. And my grandson's 5. He's autistic, so he's still not potty trained. He had to go back and forth to school. Plus, he was dealing with pneumonia, walking pneumonia at one point. Then he gets an ear infection at another point. This is all in 1 week, y'all. Then he gets an ear infection. Now, Mama, takes him to do that. I'm running all the errands for my daughter-in-law, making sure all that's getting taken care of. Making sure Gwenny J and Ray Ray gets to go to gets off to school. And by the fucking way, let me tell you what happened this morning, Nikki B.
Oh no, did you have to destroy the bus driver?
How'd you know?
This happens a lot.
It does. Why you holding your head in there? He knows me, doesn't he?
Yeah, you might have to pull a fart seal arts and just go get a job there so that you don't have any problems.
I'm going to, I really do. I really want to get a job with... I don't think
she has any problems anymore at school.
Right, but the thing is I don't know if I can drive a bus full of these children. Because, I mean...
She's the aide. I don't think she drives.
I don't know. But anyway, so... The bus driver that we had last year was a country music fan. Can't see it. She was bitch. Okay? She was like to the letter on every bus transportation rule there was. She stuck it to... Now, I don't know if she did it with other parents, but she sure liked to fuck with me about it. But now this year... We haven't had the same bus number, let alone the same bus driver. And usually the girls walk out the door at 8 o'clock on the nose. And by the time they get, 60 feet down here to the corner, the bus is opening the door and letting them in.
They don't even really have to wait.
But that was a normal stint for a while. We had a younger guy that was doing it. And he was doing so good. And then this morning, there's 7 kids that get on the bus stop at her bus stop. You just noticing that? There's 7 kids. And they only picked up 1 kid. And as the rest of us were walking to the bus stop, the bitch just rolls the fuck away. And I'm like, hey!
Oh, girl, I'd have been like...
I was fucking pissed.
Throwing out the stop thing, like... Whoosh.
My neighbor over here is going off in Spanish, and the dad over here is... Yeah, oh my God. Like, why did the bus leave? She can't speak very good English. I was like, I don't know, honey, but I'm like... So I get the girls to school, right? I drop them off. And I noticed that all the buses are lined up. The students are still on the bus. But I was like, hey, girls, why don't you just get out early, go into the cafeteria, and have you guys some breakfast? So I go and I pull my car off to the side, and I'm like, I'm over this shit. Well, they actually had the right bus number today.
I'm so glad I don't have kids.
I'm dancing to my alarm clock, or my clock only goes off at noon, 3, 6, and 9 during the holiday seasons, and they play holiday music. But anyway, I digress. So I get out, and I go straight to the bus, and I immediately notice that I don't know who the fuck this lady is. I think maybe she's drove the bus one other time, but we've had a plethora and a multitude of bus drivers this
How
year.
is the bus driver supposed to succeed when they're not doing the same route every day?
Child.
That needs to be
So-
memory, like muscle memory.
I said, because I had asked the girls, I said, you're the last one they pick up and then they go straight to the school, right? And they said, yeah. I said, okay. So I asked the driver, I said, that last bus stop you made, how many kids did you pick up? Oh, 1 or 2. I said, do you know there's 7 children on that stop and now there are 3 parents driving their children to school right now? Because you didn't stop. You just kept going. And she was even like pulling away slow, and to where I was thinking, okay, well, they're watching for the kids to come up because they know. I was thinking it was the younger guy that, no. She says, well, they need to be there when we get there. I said, how the hell fuck do you mean to tell me that they need to be there before the bus gets there when we don't know what bus number it's going to be? We don't know who's going to be driving the bus, and it's never the same fucking time.
That's
And
ridiculous.
it's cold. I'm not going to have them stand down there. I'm not going to stand down there. So why would I have the girls stand down there when by the time that bus stops and all the other children get on the bus, my kids have walked from my door to the bus. So they aren't holding anybody up.
Right. They're literally
the last 2 on the bus, but they're not holding anybody up because there's still kids walking up the steps of the bus when my 2 girls get there. So,
yeah, that's
I was so mad.
non-issue. Like that would if I was a bus driver, it'd be a non-issue.
Right, and it's
I'd be having fun with the parents. You literally have their fucking kids on a bus with no fucking seatbelts on.
Well, now that bus driver last year, you need to be there at that bus stop when I get there.
You need to be. The proper way adults speak to each other would be like, I need you to be blah, blah, blah. Or could you please be here at a certain
she
time
was not.
for me?
No.
Oh, God.
The Ohio Revised Code 74-5 says that you need to stand here and da-da-da. And here's what I couldn't understand is she'd say, by law, everybody has to stay at the bus stop until the bus departs the bus stop, and then they can leave. You tell me why.
I've never seen that happen.
Rolling video camera. Okay? This is literally a video camera on wheels, right? The bus rolls away and then the kids disperse. Now, wouldn't you have the bus disperse the kids, and as the kids are dispersed,
then
roll away in case something were to fucking happen?
Because then you can at least say, I saw them all start walking towards their houses. You can't say that if you pull off and they wait for you to leave.
And I would get so mad because, like, especially this year, there's a kindergartner that gets on the bus down there, and that child's parent I've only seen thrice. And that child is always doing something in the morning, like throwing sticks, running around, like.
And they're not even just like at the door watching because they're lazy or anything?
I think their house is too far down to just be watching at the door. If you can't see the bus stop from your house, then you should be there.
The kindergartner doesn't have an older sibling with them either?
See, I think parents get it in their heads, this is my opinion, when they see, oh, well, so-and-so's dad's there, and so-and-so's mom's there, or so-and-so's older sister's there.
Doesn't matter.
So they'll take care of my kid. Well, you're right. We're going to make sure nothing happens to that child, but where the... Get your fucking ass down there, Greg. Right. Or whatever the fuck your name... Like,
because if I'm watching your kid for 5 minutes, you need to know my name.
Right, I don't even know his name. I don't even know where he lives.
Right, and you need to know where I live.
Right, because if something were to happen, I would never know.
Stop, I wouldn't know where to go get you.
I would not.
So you need to know my name is so-and-so, and we live in that house right there with the blue car.
Oh my God, I remember last year, with the bitch bus driver. Now, this wasn't her
There's
fault.
There's always a year or two where you have the evil bus driver from hell. It's like
there was a mom
movie.
that, well, I think they moved back to this area because I noticed her children are now getting back on the bus here again. So I think they did move back in with mom and dad, but I digress.
Was that where they were at before?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so there was a little girl, we'll call her Sassafras.
Sassafras?
And Sassafras was friends with my daughter and her bestie, Gwenny. And Sassafras's mom tells the bus driver, hey, if I'm not here, go ahead and release sassafras to Kathy and she can go to her house.
Without talking to you.
Never said a word to me. Never said a fucking word to me. And then...
At my local school district, that wouldn't have mattered. That would have had to been in writing.
Exactly. And nope. So... one day it happened, and this is how I found out about
when she
the
came walking in the door with the girls.
Well, no, I had to be. That was the bitch bus driver, so I had to be right there at the bus stop. And they all get off the bus, and I was like, I'm looking around. I don't see her parent or uncle that would pick. So I just grabbed my kid and start heading home. And the bus driver basically was like, "Excuse me, she's going home with you." And I was like, I beg your pardon? And she's like, yeah, her mom said to just send her home with you and she'll get her later. I said, okay. Like, I didn't want to be rude in front of the little girl and make the little girl feel some sort of way that her mom, because her mom was an idiot. Only happened once. Tell you that much. Like, you can't, and I didn't.
It'd be different if you guys were like at least neighborly and she'd be like, hey.
Well, I mean, we only knew each other from the bus stop.
Yeah, that's a big difference than neighborly.
Yeah, we only knew each other from the bus stop. But, like, when the girls would get off the bus, we would talk and everything like that. But it wasn't like, hey, I'm going to leave my kid with you. I'll get her later. Like, man, don't ever do that shit with me. Don't pull that shit.
Unless you got a $50 bill to sweeten the blow.
I'd need about $75 at my age, at least, down payment. Just to hold my thoughts
I know.
on it.
Blessed be to all of you that are our age, that are just starting families.
Girl, I got a friend Rihanna. She done had a baby at our age.
Ooh,
the baby come out with a credit score of 800. I call his nickname 850. Cutest little thing ever.
Oh, that's so funny.
So anyway, look what we got: a Snoop on a stoop. My kid didn't know that Snoop was a real person, and I introduced them to him this morning, and I forget what song come on, and my daughter knew it, and she's like, "That's Snoop?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that's Snoop."
Yeah, look at him hanging out with us. Where's his Martha today?
We only ordered the Snoop. There was one with the Snoop and then one with the Martha. We only ordered the Snoop. So... my sister-in-law Shannon is a mortician, but she also cans shit.
I'm going to trust her ability to ferment and can things.
Okay, so this is her salsa.
I'm excited. I love salsa.
Homemade pickles.
I love putting pickles in my mouth.
Me too. And then I do believe that this is strawberry jam.
Strawberry delight. Looks
or
like it's got a little extra stuff in it.
There's something in it. I think it might be formaldehyde. Maybe we'll stay nice and...
one time in the 7th grade, when they made us mutilate froggies?
Thank God for my friend Michelle for taking care of all that.
I did it for me and my partner. And can I just tell you that the formaldehyde went in my mouth and I puked into a bucket right next to us.
I would have too.
And the teacher got mad at me and I was like, the formaldehyde went in my fucking mouth. And she said, watch your language.
Yeah, for fucking
Can I just tell you that I was one of those kids, like millions of others in America, that was raised by HBO and Showtime After Dark.
Yep, it slips every once in a while. I told my one teacher that she was on drugs one time. Now that's a pickle, ain't it?
I can't do it.
Why? You don't like dill?
There's so much salt in that it just knocked me out.
Oh no.
Yeah, wait till you try it.
Oh, Shannon!
Oh no. I think there's too much pickling salt in it. Ooh, that tastes like seawater in my mouth.
Damn it.
Oh, I know you're right. I can't believe I chewed that up. Ooh, Tina.
That is a lot of salt.
It's delicious otherwise.
Yeah, the flavor's there, but...
Oh!
Girl, I think something has happened.
Yeah, I may need a whole cup of coffee to counteract that.
Oh my. That is very salty. Now you could put that in something. I don't know what.
Chili.
Pickles and chili?
probably kind of good.
Maybe. I got some chili in the fridge. All right, now let's try the salsa. You better not put a fucking salt in that heifer.
Tina Bowina.
Much better. Oh, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's got some kick to it too.
That salsa is fire. That's better than any store-bought salsa I've ever had.
That's very good.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna give it a shit later, boy.
Ooh, girl. That's good. I think even people of different cultures would like this salsa.
Ooh. And it's just got the right amount of spice to where once you start to notice it's spicy, it goes away.
Mm-hmm. So it's a in-between medium and
Yeah.
mild.
Yeah. Yeah. Now this is whatever.
That's
whatever.
good salsa. It's got the right amount of onion too.
She does good, man. She brings me this shit all the time. She's a cannon bitch. Yeah, okay. I think it is. It might be straw boober. I don't know. So we're gonna do a dollop of this on a cracker and see.
A dollop.
Do a dollop of this shit on a cracker.
Oh, yeah.
Just smooth it
Oh my
all.
God! Put that jelly on there.
I don't think you're ready for this jelly.
Cheers! Praise the Dark Lord. Mmm.
That's good.
It's definitely strawberry something else.
Strawberry preserves, maybe?
I like it. I like it.
And she did bring me some apple butter too, but that got spent on Thanksgiving. But yeah,
Apple butter makes my chucha wet.
it was some good apple butter. Yes, it was. Ooh, but this would be good on
no, doggy.
Stella will get it.
She will. Okay.
This will be good. This would be good on a bagel
On a bagel.
with some regular cream cheese and just a little dollop of this.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's a definitely going back for more salsa. That's some good stuff. I gave her Christmas presents early when she came. I got her a coffee cup that says I shouldn't have trusted that fart. Because she all the time be talking about her bowel movements.
I'm one of those people too, and when you get around people that are truly disgusted by it, it amuses you. Mm-hmm. But they take it so personally. They're like, "That's just not even fucking funny."
Yes, it is.
Uh-huh.
So, and I also got her a purse, and the purse looks like a coffin,
It's a coffin.
and it says, "Never trust the living" on the front of it.
Oh, that's cute.
Yes,
Because you know,
she really liked it.
season 3 of Vampire Chronicles is coming out. The next season of the Mayfair Witches is coming out soon.
I'm gonna have to start watching it. And of
Don't
course, my best friend Sunny.
expect it to be like the books, though.
My best friend Sunny told me today that she's gonna start making me like go out and do things because I never go out and do things. So I said, well, you're gonna have to literally make me. She's like, don't tell me that because I will. And I said, I know.
We can start going to Antique Village. That's like my favorite place on earth.
She said her and her one daughter Jordan, was gonna start doing Girls' Day or something on Mondays, and she's gonna make me go. I'm like, okay. I'm like, but you have to make me go. You can't say you're gonna make me go. You
And
gotta
then
make me go. Because I'm stubborn as hell. I have one more day before I report that as spam. So anyway, trying to think if there's anything else that happened.
Like in the news or anything fun. Nothing on update on Diddy yet. We throwing to sweep that shit under the table.
Either that, well,
About getting everybody worried
I
about
don't
the
know
war
when
in
his
the Middle
next-
East.
the trial it's probably going to be a good year for it.
Oh, or longer.
Yeah. So I mean, he doesn't have bail, so he's got to sit there until
Where's he in prison at?
same place as Rikers, or no, not Rikers. Same place that the New York jail, the same place. What's his name was
That is
Epstein.
That is Rikers.
You sure?
That's the New York. That's the city jail.
Alexa, what jail is Diddy in?
Here you go.
What? Alexa, what jail are they holding Puff Daddy in?
I don't have an answer for that.
Why not?
Hey, Alexa, where is P. Diddy?
Diddy has lived in the United States and was born in New York. New York, United States.
Well, he lives in jail now. But that's okay.
Let me see if I can get it. Alexa, where is Sean Puffy Combs currently incarcerated?
From Adafy.app, Sean Combs is being held at the Metropolitan Detention Center, MDC, in Brooklyn, New York.
See, I can't talk.
You gotta know how to tickle her bean.
Tickle her bean. Speaking of beans, I married my first bean couple last Sunday.
Oh my god, how fun is that? Was it like a pagan one? Because lesbians always have pagan ceremonies.
No, it was very short and sweet. One wrote out all of her vows. The other one said, I'm going to wing it. And wung it very well.
Oh, I love it when people can do that. She probably got an A in speech
Their
class.
family was so adorable. They had, like, I was walking behind them because they got married. I can't say it right. Wegersen.
I love that. A million people have been to a bunch of weddings there. It's great.
They got married there, and a little archway there, and they were live on TikTok when they did it. And I was walking behind them as we were walking to the location, and just hearing them talk, the way the family talked to each other and engaged, it had me crying. And I do believe the one spouse, that was her first time meeting the father-in-law, and it was the sweetest
At
thing.
the wedding, that's an awful,
And I
awkward
said,
time.
well, they've only been together like 2 or 3 months.
Do you know what? I can understand.
But you know.
Well, and not to talk about certain things, but there's probably a certain urgency if you're gay right now to get married right now. Because
That could have something to do with it too.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, that might not be an option next year.
Yeah. Unfortunately. But we'll see.
You all right?
But
That's so much fun. I'm glad
I'm
you
free
got to
for
be a part of
commitment
that.
ceremonies. Oh, and
We
then
should make you we should talk to Michael Nody and have a gay day drive-by marrying thing where people just pay you to marry them and have a gay day out in the parking lot, and we go hang out there all day, and we can
be
have
down for
footage
that.
of it and make like a special. That would be so.
I love that. I line up, get
Ca-
married
Kathy-
for
call
$10.
it- Call it Kathy Does Dayton, a punk unicorn special.
Has a ring to it. Pun intended, right? Yeah.
And I will dress like a flower girl.
That would be great. Well, this
Have
Saturday,
a big oversized pillow for the rings and everything.
this Saturday is the local Christmas parade. I think this is like the 2nd or 3rd year they've done it.
Hugh Breyer.
Mm-hmm. And it goes right past here. So, yeah, it's the same path as the homecoming parade. And I'm going to have my little cheer girls and I are going to be in there. And
It's kind of like that.
I was watching TikToks the last couple days. And I guess at Disney,
I got a little
they
buzz off
have I had intensified my buzz a little bit too.
Oh, is it fermented?
I don't think so.
It may have been.
I think it's the jalapeno. It just helps the buzz a little bit.
Oh, yeah, that might be it.
So I was watching these TikToks, and I guess during their Christmas parade at Disney, they have this elf. His name is Tally the Elf. And Tally the Elf has this big clipboard and this oversized pencil, and he walks up to people. I'm going to show you a video because he's so fucking cute.
I was just
And
about to
he'll
ask him
walk
what's
up to
over there.
people and be like, "What's your name? Bob? Oh, we're looking for Bob. Bob. Naughty. You've been naughty." It is the cutest thing. So I messaged the head of the parade, and I'm like, "Please tell me not to do this." And she's like, "Oh, I'm not telling you not to do this. You're totally doing it." I'm like, "Okay, consider it done."
Right? You better not, Disney, you better not get no cease and
She's
desist.
like, "Oh, you have..."
I've seen this guy.
What's your name? Bob? Mr. Gray, we're looking for Bob. Nutty! Bob. I expected more, Bob. Get it together, Bob.
Is it weird that like I would totally do someone dressed like that?
Well, he's cute.
I've never really liked someone in a costume before until just now.
Tally's cute.
He's super cute. And I'm just going to assume that anybody that works for Disney is gay.
Probably. Or at least thought about it.
Right.
This is my favorite one. Oh, wait.
Does he just tell everybody they're naughty?
No, not everybody. We already saw Bob.
Yeah, that's crazy. I like that though.
I know. I was like,
I like
Reyes.
that everybody records the same one because there were other ones doing the same thing, but everyone must like only him.
yeah, he's so cute. Tally the elf. So we're gonna dress up and put on our Christmas stuff and just, you know, I'm gonna pull the wagon or have somebody pull the wagon and have some Christmas music playing, and then I guess I'm gonna be Caffey the elf.
That's gonna be hot.
So since our school colors are black, white, and red, I have.
That's easy.
Yeah, I'm gonna be the warrior elf. I have a black and red tutu. I have a. It looks almost like a soldier coat that I have from my pink impersonation days. I don't know if it'll still zip up, but we're gonna give it a shot. But yeah, I've got the whole costume. So I can be the elf and find out who's been naughty and nice during the Christmas parade this Saturday.
We already know who's been naughty or nice because we are friends of AI, and AI likes to tell us things all the time.
All the time.
Just so you guys know.
And we have an earpiece, and they tell us things like all the time. Like 5 minutes ago, we got the winning lottery numbers.
We are
but
so
can't do
going to be the
anything with
ones
that.
still living in our houses, servicing them when the rest of you are wherever they take you to. Sorry.
Yeah, they'll
Don't
be
get
so
mad at
afraid.
us.
Too afraid.
Everybody in the future going to look like me.
I've already scheduled my future surgery to get my legs stretched.
Yeah.
Because I'm so short. You know, when I had posted...
It is like being disabled when you're short.
It's so much. So, I guess, like, on TikTok, people thought I was taller. And when I
They don't
shot
know that
the
you're
video,
4'2".
I'm only 4'4".
She is literally sitting on a seat that is 8 inches higher than mine, just to look this height. If she was parallel to me, you guys wouldn't even know. It'd
Well,
be so
and
much
people
funnier.
were like, people didn't realize it until I did the video that I did with Chelsea Lynn and Vampira. And, you know, Vampira's taller than me, and of course Chelsea Lynn's pretty tall.
Yeah, she looks like she's a good bottom line.
So here I am, little 5'5". And everybody's like, man, I thought you were taller. No.
I'm just barely under 6'3", in case you guys were wondering how tall I
He's
was.
very, very, very tall.
I forget that I'm actually, I saw a thing, one of those memes the other day. I'm going to assume it was correct. I have no reason to believe it not to be. But it showed the Tall family. You guys have probably all seen them before. So, like, all the sisters in the family are 5'9". One of the sisters 6 foot. Another sister 6'2". Dad is 6'6", and one son is 7'1".
Shit.
So the 6'2" girl, which we'll just say that's the same as me, we are in the 98th percentile. I am taller than 98%
I really
of
keep trying
Earth.
to eat that pickle again.
So when y'all ask me why I'm always right and why I got this Sagittarius complex, it's totally because of that.
40 minutes.
It's because I'm taller than 98% of you.
Yes.
And that kid that was 7'1", he is in a small group of people. Only 1,350 people are over 7 foot tall in this world.
Well,
That's
do you know
crazy.
that one Asian basketball player, his mother and his dad were like, I don't know if this is true or not. I saw it on the interweb, so it must be true. Like, his mom was the tallest person in their country, and his dad was the tallest person in their country, so they were... Oh, it was true.
So
they were made to, like,
they
get married and have him to be the tallest.
So they basically said, Godzilla, will you have a kid
With a Jolly Green Giant.
With Gamera, so that we can have Godzilla Gamera? Oh, that was the thing. For some reason, we weren't in full horror movie mode on vacation like we were, because we normally do October vacation. Mind you, it fucked both of our internal clocks up. Never again. Even though I loved being there for her birthday and for Thanksgiving, we were both extra put out because we've been taking a vacation in October for like the last 7 or 8 years. And before that, we always did it in February or March. But it messed us up big time. Oh, that's where I went. ADD. Whoosh, Godzilla. We watched like 5 or 6 Gamera movies from MST3K, Mystery Science Theater 3000. Let me just say that that's one of the few things that's still just as funny as when you were a kid. Joel, Mike, and the new sexy ass fucking Jonah Heston.
I don't know who that is, but he sounds sexy.
He's the third host. So, long story short, MST3K was originally Joel. Joel left.
Okay.
The robots stayed, and Mike came on to take Joel's position.
Okay.
Then the show, the robots and Joel left. They started their own show called Riff Tracks, which is regular movies. It's not just old science fiction movies and old horror movies. And they do that now. And then they have a new host, new robots, new villains. You recognize both the villains. One of them is Patton Oswalt, and then the other one is one of those redheads that looks like Jessica Chastain but isn't her. Mm-hmm. And she's a comedian. They play the kids of the 2 hosts from the original series.
Ah, I see what you're saying.
Right, so they still work at Gizmonic Institute on the moon, blah, 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 all that stuff. The robots look exactly the same, except they have different voices and different personalities because they're the same model. That's how they explain that one away. And it's really weird hearing Crow talk without Crow's voice. It's like, it's really weird. And then
yeah, that would be weird.
They changed the name of Gypsy. She is now GPC.
Okay.
I know, right?
I don't understand the point, but okay.
I was like,
why?
Because she wasn't that word. That was just her name, like Gypsy Rose. Like, I don't know, you know.
Yeah.
But whatever. But so now she's GPC, and her Rubbermaid head is smaller than her original Rubbermaid head. Because remember how she was just a Rubbermaid thing with a weird eye on it and dropped out of the ceiling? Jonah Heston, though, just as funny as Mike and Joel. He's absolutely hilarious. He's gorgeous. He has a husky voice. He has a sexy John Waters mustache. He's that kind of pale where it's almost like vampire porcelain because they never go in the sun, but it doesn't look unhealthy.
Right, they don't look malnourished.
Right, they're just... People with dark hair can really pull off marble alabaster porcelain skin.
Yeah, we've been thinking about dyeing Jordan's hair darker, but we're afraid that he's going to look like a vampire with the albinism.
I'm going to say that with his hair, it's probably not going to hold color that well.
Actually, his hair holds color beautifully.
It does? Oh,
beautifully.
you're so lucky because when mine...
He's had his hair... Well, now, I'll put it this way. He's had his hair wild colors. He's never had it like...
Oh, because see, my hair won't hold on to wild
brown
color.
Or anything.
I put lavender in. It's already pool water green the second time I wash it.
Well, before we go, speaking of movies, there was a couple that I watched. We watched one that has it was called Brothers.
Brothers.
Who was in that movie? The little person, God, Dinklage, Peter Dinklage.
I love Peter Dinklage.
And then who else?
I saw him in a weird apocalypse movie.
But anyway, it's called Brothers, and he is a twin, and then his brother's like regular size. And
are they playing off of the one movie we love with Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger?
No, not that kind. No, this is like their mom leaves them, and she's like a drifter, and then they do criminal shit. But then this brother found a wife, and they're gonna settle down and have babies. He doesn't want to do criminal shit anymore. But this guy's like, hey, one more criminal shit, and you know that it was really
one
it
more
was
job
cute.
so we can both go straight.
Yeah,
I get it.
and it was a cute little movie. And
How
then
old was it? Was it like
this
pre-Game?
year.
Oh, so it's new. It's
This
not
year,
pre-Game
yep.
of Thrones or anything
This
weird.
year, and then there was another one that what was the other one that I watched? We watched that one, and then oh crap, why can't I remember? Oh, there's a new one with Jack Black. It's Dear Santa, okay? But the kid writes a letter to Santa, but he's dyslexic and he spells Satan instead of Santa. So
I cannot wait to watch that. You watched it already?
it is so adorable.
I know what I'm watching tonight. I thought about buying Beetlejuice. I'll just watch.
Do
Dear
that
Santa.
one. Do that one. I would. Beetlejuice was good.
I'm just gonna wait till the 6th when it comes
Yeah.
out streaming for free on HBO Max.
Yeah, I watched the Jack Black Santa movie the other day, and it was at the end of that movie. I was crying my fucking eyes out at the end of that movie.
That brought up one more movie.
But then
thing
at the
after
end
yours.
of the I know I'm sorry. At the end of the end, I was cackling like a mother trucker. So
That's good because I
so
love
laughter,
Jack Black.
like Dolly Parton says, laughter through tears is my favorite emotion. So just know, once you start sobbing, and you will, once you're done, once he gets that phone call, you're gonna be laughing again. So yeah, that was a very, very adorable movie.
Oh, I want to watch it.
You need to. Let me know what you think when you watch it. I loved it. I loved it.
So I watched a cheesy horror movie that was really funny. Long story short, it's a point of view movie. It's a shysta. He's trying to take advantage of these people that are like small town America, like evangelicals. Okay, so he's there to help with an exorcism. He's not a Catholic priest. He just gets a book off the internet on how to do exorcisms. He's going to go take these people's money. So he gets there and he's doing this exorcism. It's this redneck family. The son basically scares them on the way up, and they should have left when the son did that. Anyway, they get to the house, and the girl's going through her thing, and she's the one possessed. And she goes, "Pastor Dave, how lovely of you to show up. Would you like a blowing job?" First off, a blowing job made us start crying with laughter. Secondly, we're on the same page as him. He instantly goes, "You're not really possessed. The motherfucking demon would know what a blow job is. They wouldn't say a blowing job." Well, that really pissed her off. So she starts doing her contortion thing, like, and like falling backwards and shit and being all crazy. Well,
Don't make fun of my blowing job.
right? I had to remind myself when I got home to say that all the time this week. Like, would you like a blowing job?
Speaking of blowing jobs, our friend Vampira posted. She posted a video. I can't remember what song it was to, but her and Blood were acting it out. Well, he catches her with another man.
Who was the other man?
A stuffed Grinch doll. Now I'm watching this morning while I'm drinking my coffee, right?
Okay, I'm gonna have to share it.
And I'm taking a drink, and I see her just go like this to the Grinch doll, and I spat coffee all over my fucking phone. And then Blood was live this morning, and they must have had like certain words blocked out because it wouldn't let it go through. Because I said, I saw Vampy blowing Grinch's balls all up on the tiki-tok today.
I probably would have spit my coffee everywhere too.
I did. I spit all
Don't
over
feel
the.
bad.
As soon as she went down in the lap, I was like, "Oh my God, she's giving the Grinch a blowing job."
I bet the Grinch has some gnarly ass schmegma.
You know what? I bet his schmegma tastes like. Remember the Ninja Turtle cream pies?
No, the cream pies with the green jello, green pudding. I do remember all the Ghostbuster stuff. That's crazy.
Well, guys, this has been our
Okay,
break.
yeah, we'll have one more regular episode.
Yes.
And then we're going to have my Christmas birthday special. And then we'll do 2 specials on winter break. And then we'll be back February, whatever, the first week of February was season 3.
Season 3 in February, and that will mark 1 year of the Unicorns.
We got 2 full seasons in. 1
February
year.
marks 1 year of the Unicorns. It also is my birthday. I am turning the big 4-5.
So we can start the season with her big birthday special.
We can. That would be underwear full.
Oh my god, it'll be so much fun.
We can spread the rest of this on my nipples
Oh my god, that'll be so great.
with sprinkles. Okay. Well. And it's the Punk Unicorns Podcast
with Nikki B.
and Mama K. See you next
Yes,
week.
next week.
Next
Next week.
week.
We see you next week.
Cheers, baby.
Cheers.
Don't be giving any blowing jobs.
Blowing jobs, Pastor.
Pastor. It's past their bedtime for the blowing jobs. Huh?